For the album by musician Chris Mars, see Tenterhooks. Tenterhooks are hooks in a device called a tenter. Tenters were originally large wooden frames which were used as far back as the 14th century in the process of making woolen cloth. After a piece of cloth was woven, it still contained oil from the fleece and some dirt. A craftsman called a fuller cleaned the woolen cloth in a fulling mill, and then had to dry carefully or the woolen fabric would shrink. To prevent this shrinkage, the fuller would place the wet cloth on a tenter, and leave it to dry outdoors. The lengths of wet cloth were stretched on the tenter using tenterhooks all around the perimeter of the frame to which the clothes edges were fixed, so that as it dried the cloth would retain its shape and size. In some manufacturing areas, entire tenter fields, larger open spaces full of tenters, were once common. By the mid-18th century, the phrase "on tenterhooks" came to mean being in a state of tension, uneasiness, anxiety, or suspense, i.e., figuratively stretched like the cloth on the tenter. John Ford's 1633 play Broken Heart contains the lines, "There is no faith in woman, passion, be contained. My very heartstrings are on the tenters." In 1690, the periodical The General History of Europe used the term in the modern sense. The mischief is, they will not meet again these 2 years, so that all business must hang upon the tenterhook still then. In 1826, English periodical monthly magazine A British Register of Literature, Sciences, and a belles lettres contained the line, "I hope that my fair readers, if any such readers have deigned to follow me thus far, are on tenterhooks to know to whom the prize was adjudged." Quote. In a letter to his wife the same year, American educator Francis Wayland wrote, "I was never so much on tenterhooks before." The word tenter is still used today to refer to production line machinery employed to stretch polyester films and similar fabrics. The spelling stenter is also found.